Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am sharing with you a bunch of things that I got for free just for like having a YouTube channel that brands have sent to me, and what I think honestly about the products that I've been sent. At least a few times a week I get emails from companies who want to send me free things to try out and to show on my channel. I usually say no, but sometimes I do say yes if I think the product looks really nice. The first thing that I was sent for free that I agreed to were water shoes. These are from Seekway, the brand, and I will link all of these things in the description below if you want to look at them. These shoes I used for canoe camping in the Boundary Waters, and honestly I think that they were wonderful. We liked them enough that Cory actually bought a pair for himself. So these we didn't get for free, like we actually bought these after I was sent a pair. We really like them because they're lightweight, they dry fast, they're perfect for in the summer going canoe camping. They're not like crazy durable, so like they're pretty soft. They don't have the sturdy structure to maybe give your foot some form if you have arch issues or something like that, but we really liked them. We thought they were easy to use. The downside, like I said, not extremely durable. We've got some fraying already after one season, but one season for us is a lot of camping and a lot of use. I'm not surprised that they're fraying, but that is definitely something that I thought I should mention if I'm being honest. But I would buy them again. Usually I like to buy things that are super durable and are gonna last for a long time, but to be honest, I haven't found water shoes that I really loved to use in the Boundary Waters, but I do like using these. This summer, Unigear sent me a tent. I will show a video of it set up at a campsite. I used this in the Boundary Waters and I really liked it. I liked how the front vestibule had two zippers that zipped up and you could like roll it up, so you could just leave it open. A lot of times coming into a vestibule, you open a zipper, and I guess the vestibule is like the air pocket kind of things on the outside of the tent, and then like the mesh tent is on the inside, so it's like the rain fly that comes all the way down to the ground. That's called the vestibule. And this one had the two zippers, like I said, that you could roll up the vestibule and just have a view out to the lake, which is amazing in the Boundary Waters and canoe camping on a lake. So you have that view, and you can close it or you can open it, and you can still just open one side if you want to. I also thought it was pretty. The colors, the maroon and this blue, just gorgeous. Usually I don't pick things based on colors. I'm like not that kind of gal usually, but I really like how this tent looks. It's cute and it's functional. It's small, like lightweight, packable. It's called the Unigear Space Dome 2, and in general I really like it. Even like the poles are a pretty color. The brand UCO has sent me quite a few things, and I haven't used all of them like in action, so I'm not going to review all of them. One of the things that I have reviewed is and used a lot is this light, and it's funny because my favorite thing about this light isn't attached to it right now. I think it's hanging in our closet right now. I just grabbed it and it must have disconnected, but there's a magnetic lanyard that sticks to here, and it's a strong magnet. It doesn't just fall off super easily, so you can hang this light up from like a tree branch if you're camping, or you can set it down, or you can hang it in your tent, and it lights up. It's got a few different brightnesses, and it has like a blue color, so the blue color is really pretty. So it goes like dim colored blue off, bright colored blue off. I love this light because you can hang it up, you can set it down. It's small, it's lightweight, and it's not like a flashlight that you have to hold. It's easy to set down even on a table. It's kind of like a little lantern. The downside of this light is that it's not super bright. Even the bright setting, it's not as bright as I would like for reading in a tent. It's perfect for if you're sitting outside at a local campground and you're having dinner and you don't want to have such a bright light that you're disturbing other people. But I like to lay in bed and read in tents, and it's just like not quite bright enough for that. So I would love to use this at like campgrounds or like general camping purposes, or it's an easy thing to just put in your backpack when you're going hiking, just so you have a light just in case. Another thing that UCO sent me, the same brand, were these fire starters. And these are really big ones, but they also sent me small ones. They also sent me matches, and they're like stormproof, weatherproof, strikeable, strike anywhere kind of matches. Like, these are fire starters that you don't have to have a match to light. Sometimes you get those like little wax or lightable fire starters that burn for a while to help you start a fire easily, but these are like one step above that. UCO makes fire starters that you strike anywhere, so it's like all in one. I was super thankful to have one of them, one of the little ones, at the cabin when we realized that our lighter didn't work. We did have a backup lighter, but like, instead of digging everything out of our packs, we just had some of those strike anywhere fire starters that were sitting in the windowsill, and we were so cold that day at the cabin. When we got there, it was like negative 10 degrees maybe. We just striked the light anywhere fire starter, put it in the stove, and like put kindling on top of it. It's just faster and a little bit easier than like starting a fire by hand. Those are great skills to have, but when you just really want a fire now, it's a lot easier to do that and then go find the kindling than to sit there and like fiddle with it to try and get the kindling to light just right. I really appreciate those, especially for like winter camping or winter cabin things. Highly recommend. Like, I wouldn't necessarily have bought those if they didn't send them to me. I wouldn't have like put that in my arsenal of supplies, but now that I have them, I will keep replenishing them. I really like them. Unigear, this is the same brand that sent me the tent. This company also sent me a sleeping pad, and I was kind of skeptical because I think I've mentioned on this channel before, I usually don't like sleeping pads. Like, I just don't. Sometimes I don't even pack one, but then you kind of get cold. The sleeping pad also gives you warmth, not just like cushion off the ground. So when I went camping early season this summer, I didn't bring a sleeping pad because I didn't want to carry it when I don't even like sleeping on them, but then I got really cold and I wish I would have had one because it gives you a little bit of warmth just being off the ground. So when they sent me this, I didn't ask for this. I didn't even know they were sending it. I just got it. And I was like, oh man, I don't know if I'm even gonna use that. Maybe I'll just give it away. But I did try it. And hands down, 100% my favorite sleeping pad I've ever tried. And this will be linked below too. This is Unigear Camfy, C-A-M-F-Y, Camfy P3 Air Sleeping Pad. It's a regular and it's wide. I like that it's wide. It's regular length. I'm 5'10", perfect size for me. The bag that it comes with has this little like button here basically that you put into the sleeping pad like this, and then you just fill this with air, and then you like squeeze it down into the sleeping pad, and you don't have to sit there and blow on it. You don't need an electric pump to get air into the sleeping pad. It does take time, but I really like the sleeping pad, and it's definitely worth blowing up. I think I have a video of this already blown up, so I'm actually not going to sit here and blow this all up for you. It's like kind of thick. You can hear the material isn't the most quiet material. Sometimes people like the velvety sleeping pads that are like quieter when you're sleeping. I don't think that this was loud when I was sleeping, but it's not that velvety material that some people really like. When Cory and I were camping, we kind of like not really fought over who was going to use it, but we kind of bickered because we both wanted to use the sleeping pad. I'll probably get another one for him before the camping season. Unigear, I guess since we're on that brand, I'll just keep going. They also sent me these winter gloves for Christmas. They just showed up. I didn't ask for these either. But I like that they have these like lanyards. It's nice for ice fishing when you want to like do something with dexterity with your fingers and you just plop your gloves off, but then they're just hanging there for you to put back on. They come in different colors. I really actually like the yellow. Another thing I wouldn't have bought for myself is yellow gloves, but I like them. The cool thing about these is they are electronic heated gloves. So they have a battery pack inside of them that you can take out and then plug in to charge. I just recharged them because they were dead because I've been using them so much. So the battery pack is right here. You just take this, plug it in, it comes with a charging cord, and then you put it back, put it in here, and it heats up when you turn it on. The way you turn these on, I know it's kind of turned into a tutorial, but you just push this button here, and then the light turns on and it's red. I don't know if you can see, but when it's red, that means it's high, and then yellow is medium, white or bluish is low. And if you push it again, it gets back to red. You have to like hold it to turn it off. I would be lying if I said I wasn't obsessed with these. I have worn these snowboarding, I wore these ice fishing, I wear these around the house, I wore these to the cabin, I wear them laying on the couch. I actually fell asleep with them on one time, and I woke up to Cory turning them off because he didn't want me to like burn my hands, which I don't think they would burn my hands, but he just didn't want me to fall asleep with my heated gloves on. I wouldn't have bought these for myself either. I had a company offer to send me an electronic vest, heated vest, and I said no. Like I like simple things, and like I want wool, warm, like more naturally kind of things usually. So I wouldn't have necessarily bought these myself, but now that I have them, I'm kind of changing my mind because it's life-changing, and now I'm like, oh, man, electronic socks would be nice, or that electronic vest would be nice. Also, like, these are more like outdoorsy gloves, and I would like to have like pretty heated gloves to like wear around town, because I don't have any kind of thing that makes my hands excessively cold, but I just like to be warm, and when my hands are warm, it's like kind of cozy and comforting to me. So I think I've talked about these a lot. Clearly love them, no downside at all. I would only buy another pair because I want a pretty pair to wear around town. I honestly would wear these around town too. I don't care. And I have one more thing I want to share with you, which is another product from the same company, Unigear. When they sent me the tent and the sleeping pad, they also set me up with a sleeping bag, which is really thoughtful. The sleeping bag is a 50-degree Fahrenheit sleeping bag. It is a rectangle one. It's not a mummy shape, which I kind of appreciate. I like, most of my sleeping bags have been mummy, but I like the rectangle ones to sleep in. It's more comfy. I think they're warmer when they're mummy shaped. That's why they do that. So I love the shape. I love the color. I think it's pretty. It's long enough for me. It's perfect size. I really like the sleeping bag. The only thing is, because it's only rated to 50 degrees, it's like still not that warm if it's 50 degrees out. If you sleep in this, you're gonna be cold. It's probably more usable around like 65 degrees, and in Minnesota, especially in the Boundary Waters where I go camping, canoe camping, it's probably not usable for 11 months out of the year, at least for me, because I get cold easily when I'm sleeping at night. I like to be warm, and it's probably more of like a camping in your backyard, or if you live somewhere that's not Minnesota, it would be great. For Boundary Waters though, it's kind of large, like it doesn't pack down that small, and it's still not that warm. So it would be great. It's nice, it's good, like quality, comfy, it's pretty, perfect if you just live somewhere with a warmer climate. I might use this in the camper. I might bring this to the cabin to have as an extra blanket or sleeping bag at the cabin in case we have nieces and nephews that come that want to sleep on the floor. So it will get used, but I feel like most of the time when people watch my gear videos, they're thinking about going camping or in the wilderness or Boundary Waters, and I would say this isn't for that. But with that being said, Cory wants to use the sleeping bag this summer because he sleeps warmer. He doesn't want such a warm sleeping bag. He's fine if he gets a little chilly. He likes that. He's the person that likes to sleep in a cold house at night. I have more free stuff, not that much more, but a few more things that I could review in the future. So if you want me to make more videos like this, let me know in the comments. Also, thank you to those who have subscribed to my channel, especially recently. I've gotten a lot of new subscribers. I really appreciate it. It's very kind to subscribe to my channel, and it doesn't cost you anything, so if you've been watching some of my videos and haven't subscribed, then just know that it doesn't cost anything or anything like that. It just basically shows me that these people want to see more videos, and it's just nice.